Oh, it's working. All right, let's see if the chat is working though. So do a little test chat real quick. Not sure how much of this is going to be kept in the official video. All right, my chat overlay is not working. Oh no, it is. Look at that. Hey, cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link to this then really quick. And we'll go ahead and get started here in a second. For those of you who are watching this afterwards on YouTube, apologies for the intro. It's going to take a second for things to get up and running, but YouTube automatically uploads, so I don't have a chance to edit out all the nonsense here. So let me grab this link really quick for the Discord people so that they know that I am up streaming. 1 second, guys. Hey, people are already popping in. Sweet. All right. People are going to be annoyed for the ping. Oh, people are joining in already so fast. Okay. Minimize the stream. Or here, I have that on the wrong side. Okay. Now we can get started. So, let's go ahead and check out questions. Hello, how are you today? Thanks for the amazing channel, by the way. I'm doing pretty decently. It's been a very long time since we've done a stream. Way too long, and a lot of that has to do with my awful upload speed. So apologies to you if you're watching now and if you're watching later about the video quality. Typically a video of mine is recorded in nice smooth 1080p 60 frames per second, but my upload speed is garbage. So even though I have a pretty beefy PC, the internet is a big crutch, and thus the little box that the game is in, just to make it look a little bit better. Anyways, intro time. Hello everybody that is joining in. We are going to do some settlement building. I have been really hooked on survival building games right now. And it's been so long since we've not only streamed, but built anything in Fallout. And I had a really dumb idea. I wanted to see if it was possible to make a golf course in Fallout. And not just like aesthetically, but like functionally. So I've done a tiny bit of testing just to see if this is even something that's possible. I still don't know if it is, but we're going to be testing that first before we actually start building, because I think that's going to be a pretty important piece of if we can even get this working. So as of right now, I'm thinking of using the cue balls as our quote-unquote golf balls. Well, that one disappeared. Oh! Alright. So the question is how we're going to maneuver it. Now, because of Project Mojave, we do actually have a 9-iron. So we can hit the golf ball, but I don't think this is going to work because of the way that you swing it, which is not standard for golf. I don't think you should use that in standard golf practices. It's not going to go the way we want it to because the physics in Fallout are kind of weird when you hit stuff. For example, I went backwards, and that's not what we're looking for. So I'm curious if there's a way that we can manipulate this by using like the sideways swing like that. So if we can get it to... That's not terrible. That's a proper putt. Hey, what's going on, everybody that's joining in? I'm doing just fine. How are you guys? So that's actually not a bad putt. That's a lot better than I expected off of that second hit. So, Swedish Mafia, that's one of my other ideas. So if the golf club didn't work, my second idea was to shoot it, which also doesn't give it enough momentum, surprisingly. I thought it'd be a whole lot more than that. Whatever. Really, he's gonna be a pain, isn't he? Luckily, I have the best gun in the game right there. So my final option, if none of the above worked, was to pick up the ball and throw it. Which definitely does work. But it's not ideal. because then there's situations where it's like, oh, I'm next to the hole, I can just drop it in. So I prefer to get the golf club working, but if that really doesn't work, then this is a worst case scenario. So I think that's how we're going to be moving the ball. Golf club first. If in practice that doesn't work, then ball. Or hold and throw, rather. So the next big question is, how do we make a hole? I did think about using the junk jet. That's probably too much force. I think throwing it's going to be a little bit better, especially because you can actually control how hard you throw it. If we drop a couple here, you'll see that we actually do have the ability to change our power level. It doesn't visibly show it, but if I just tap it, we give it a nice little putt. If I hold it down for a bit and then chuck it, it flies. So I think hold and throw is probably going to be our best options for control, but golf club first, just for immersion. So, let's see. The next question is what we're going to use as a hole. Now, if we were going to try to be size accurate to golf, I feel like that makes it a really high difficulty cap. But, you know, could be fun. Initially, I had decided that it would be cool to use the cat bowl for feeding your cat. I believe it's in household here. And that's about the right size, I would say. Problem is it doesn't have the physics that I want it to. So, even though it has that rim and it looks like a ball would sit nice inside of it, it's just flat. And so it doesn't really work. Like, it doesn't actually sink in there. So we need probably something a little bit bigger that actually has a fully meshed hole. And I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head. That's probably not the best option. That's not terrible if we could turn it sideways. Although it does have that big... Ooh, what if we did it that way? Hold on. This might actually work really well. The question is how we're going to rotate it. Luckily, we do have place anywhere. But the problem is getting it to rotate properly. Because axes are kind of weird. By the way, guys, let me know if audio sounds good and everything. It's been a while since we streamed, so I don't know if my settings are still okay. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. So hypothetically, we just drop it down like this, and then we build around it. But is that a hole? That's the question. What is a hole? Oh, it's flat. It's just like the cat bowl. It's not meshed like that. It's literally just a flat surface. Or, yeah. Dang. Okay, I do have a backup plan, but it's not my favorite thing. But it is very Fallout, and that is to use these crates. Either this one or the wooden one. Oh, Sankey, you're a genius, and I know you're gonna hate me for pronouncing your name wrong because I still don't know how to pronounce it. We're gonna try that right now. Okay. First, I want to see if I can drop the ball into either of these things. We also need to find our ball because I think I dropped the whole stack of 30. Okay, so does this one? That one has a mesh. That's perfect because that one's smaller. And that one works too. But I think I'm going to go for this one just because of the size. The size is a lot better for what we're looking for. Now, that being said, Sankey just dropped a great idea. Let's see. Drop the golf club. Hold it. Rotate it around and hit it as though... Oh, it's genius! Look at it! Sankey, you brilliant madman. Oh, that's perfect, because collisions. Okay, that's how we're hitting the ball. Cool. Okay, so now we need to figure out a nice way to sink this into the ground. Do you think that I could just phase it into the floor just so it has enough of a lip to catch it? You know, something like that. I think that might work. Yeah. Alright, let's try it. So this is super weird. You gotta love the Jenga Fallout, though. Trying to make every use of the sandbox here. Okay. So, let's rotate this guy. He's not really rotating the way I want. Whatever. Make it work here. Alright, that's pretty slow. There we go. That's a little bit more of a hockey stick, but you know. Okay, it bounces right off. So is that a force thing? Or is it just not going to have it? Let's try our old throwing method really quick just to see if we can even get it in there. Oh geez, the physics are going to make this really difficult. I definitely think we're going to need gutters on the sides here to protect the ball from going out. At least in final testing, whenever we're actually building the course itself. It's like, how much of it is just me being bad versus the game not working? Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, that's a pretty decent hit. Okay, that's being frustrating. Okay, so that's actually, I think, a solid lip all the way around, even though the mesh has a little divot there. Yeah, see? It's taller than we think. So we need to nudge that down even further for this to work. Maybe like right there. It's really bizarre looking because it looks like there's no wall, but I think that's it. Because there's still a lip there, even though we can't see it. See, it gives us some resistance. It's a good idea. Use place anywhere to lean the hole towards us. I mean, yeah, if worse comes to worse, that's looking a lot better. It still doesn't want to go in. So yeah, let's try leaning it. Good idea. We need to change the axis though. All right. See if that works. It looks so jank, like there's almost nothing there, but physically there is. Let's see. Well, I missed. Oh man, it does not like it. Are we gonna have the obligatory windmill? Absolutely. I was already thinking about how I'm gonna make it work. Luckily, there's a lot of mods that actually add windmills, so that should be pretty easy. Okay. So it's wanting to be difficult. Senki brought up using 4 floors clipped into each other to make a hole. That was something I definitely thought about doing. If we can't get an object to work for us. Which it looks like we're not going to be able to. This thing is just being a pain. So maybe... Oops. That's what we'll have to do. Luckily, we have things like boards. So if we head over to our wood section, we should have something that would be perfect for that. These floorboards. Yeah. Let's see if we can't make this work for us. Turn off our snapping there. Why did I rotate? I've been playing way too much Valheim, so the controls are mixing me up a little bit because they have similar snapping systems, but also very different at the same time. Okay. I think we can make this work. So we could just clip this in like this. And then we'll use some more pieces right there. Like such. I mean, there's a hole. A real hole. We know that that is physically not there. So, let's try that. I think that's our solution. It's a bit of a pain. Well, it's probably easier than everything else we tested. So, yeah. Cool. So I think now we can actually move on to designing the course. Functionally, we have everything we need. We can throw a golf ball. And if you can throw a wrench, you can throw a ball. So now we just need to make it aesthetically pleasing. So, oh dang it. Like I said, Valheim controls. Let's nudge this over and make it nice and flat here. I forgot that I have nudging tools. There we go. And then drop this down just a tad. There. And then gutters. I think we actually have wall boards that might work. What are they called? Space fillers? Around here somewhere. I think. It shouldn't be in railings. It should be in wall boards. There should be, I thought, one that snaps. Wall planks, maybe? These? Could work as a pretty nice gutter. Just to make sure the ball doesn't fly out, because it's going to be annoying to have to track some of these down. Although it's also going to be pretty annoying to snap some of these. Hello? It's not working? Oh, that made things way worse. Okay. Let's see if we can get that on there. Okay, we may have to slide it into place. That's fine. As long as we can get it in. Okay. There's one. Oh, from back here it's really letting me. Cool. Maybe it's just for the end area. Although we'd have to come up with rules. We are going to have to make a rule set for what is allowed whenever I eventually try to play this on camera. Okay, this is working a whole lot better over here. Cool, we can fly with these now. Nice. Yeah. Just trying to breathe some new life into Fallout. You know, this game's been out for so long. There's got to be more stuff that we can do that we just haven't thought of yet. And I haven't seen anybody do this. Not that anybody should. Thank you guys for the kind words. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. Sorry, videos have been a little bit spotty lately. Since the release of the skewer, I've just been starting on my next mod, and there's just not a whole lot to show for it yet, because it's still in the very early stages. And as far as the modding scene, it's really in a weird state right now, because there are a lot of mods coming out, but not a ton that deserve their own video. Not to say that the mod is of lesser quality, because I don't mean that whatsoever. There are some really, really high quality mods coming out. The thing is I made a decision a while ago. I used to upload just a video on every single mod that was released. And I decided that that wasn't right, because it got to the point where I was just making videos for the sake of making videos. Like, there were some mods where it's like, let's say the golf club. You know, this mod adds a golf club to the game. There's no level disintegration. There's no attachments. I review it. I say, here's a golf club. Look at it. All right, video's over. And that doesn't do anything for the viewer. Now, if I wanted to make a video on the golf club, I could include it in something like Mods Weekly, give it a 1-minute spotlight, and you get to know the information without it just taking up a whole video for no reason. And I feel like a lot of the mods that have been coming out lately are really, really good, but they're just like, they make more sense to upload on Mods Weekly than an individual video. There haven't been things that I can cover for more than like 4 minutes at a time. So if I can do a video in under 4 minutes, I just throw it on Mods Weekly, because there's no point in giving it a standalone, in my opinion. I mean, that's just how I've been doing things. Yeah, if only somebody would make an Enclave faction overhaul. One that would add a really in-depth quest line that integrated into the main story, like side by side. Somebody should get on that, Sankey. You're right. Too bad nobody's doing that at the moment. Yeah, Fallout 4 has been out for 5 years. It's insane. Or coming up on 6. No, it's 5. Because it came out in the end of 2015. It's crazy. It's hard to imagine how old this game is. I mean, that means Skyrim's been out for like 10. 10? Came out in almost 10 years, yeah, because it came out in 2012 or 2011. I'm bad with dates, but it's something like that. All right, so I think as per the course, as per the par of the course, funny joke. Our first hole should just be an introductory straight shot. There's that. Maybe we'll throw some obstacles in the way. Okay, I have the perfect idea actually for that. Oh, hey, thanks, Jagged Josh, for stopping by. Yeah, the skewer launch was super cool. I have bugs to fix already, so I'm excited for that. And I'm going to make a lightweight version. It seems like the Xbox version, my porter did a very, very good job of reducing that size down super low. But I'm going to try to make a lightweight version for PC as well, because I saw some people, even though we're on PC, complaining about the size being a bit hefty. A lot of that has to do with the unique versions having their own standalone textures. What am I looking for here? But Skewer's great. I love how it came out. I'm really proud of that thing. The only bug I've seen that I know I need to fix are two. There's a texture issue that happens, and I saw it in my testing, but I was able to fix it on my end. But I guess it's still held through in the final build. And then there's also the fact that it can't be placed on the weapon racks, which I did not know. I never tested that, so I need to learn how to do that and add that functionality in. Okay, I'm looking for something here. There it is, barriers. Jeez. I have so many settlement mods, it's impossible to find anything. Especially when I haven't played in a while. So something like this. To add like some cool little functionality here. Just in case your shot was off. I mean, it's really going to be a straight shot. But, you know, you've seen these. You've been to a mini golf course. You know what it's like. You're waiting for the for the Fallout 4 to be remastered on the fridge, man. They're not going to do Fallout 4 remaster. Come on. We're waiting for Skyrim for the 15th time on the fridge. Skyrim Fridge Anniversary Edition. That's what I want. Did we lose our ball? We lost our ball. Is it down here still? I think we lost the ball in the hole. Okay. Future note, then, for all future holes, we drop something a little bit lower, like right here, to catch the ball. That way we don't have to go run around and find it. More you know. I'm gonna get us a bed for passing time. I don't want to have to build in the dark, and that's no good for a video. Let's go ahead and drop this bad boy down over here. And then we'll get us some new balls. While we sleep, I'll go ahead and check out some questions. I can't wait for my kids to be sold Skyrim for the 308th time. I can't wait to be sold Skyrim for the 308th time. That's a joke. I don't want it. I really don't. It's a double-edged sword. Like, adding more content to Skyrim is not a bad thing. And the idea... I'm dropping stuff. The idea of adding all of the CC stuff and some of the new stuff they're adding, because they have like new factions and stuff. I guess I haven't really been keeping up with it. My bad. I'm not one of the news guys. It's good. Giving life to an old game is good. And if it was just, you know, hey, we're updating Skyrim Special Edition, adding new content, it's not my favorite thing. But the fact that they're doing a separate release for Anniversary Edition, just make it a separate release. We don't need an update to Special Edition, because you're gonna break all my mods. And if you think my Fallout load order is good, I have spent so much time crafting my Skyrim load order to be perfect. I have not touched it in a year because it's just perfect. I love it in every way. And they're gonna go ruin it. So I turned off auto updates because that's just awful and I hate it and it's dumb. Angry about it. So we need to get our ball back. So sports. I wish I could spawn these in stacks. I'm just gonna spawn 50 of these really quick. How about you guys? What do you think about... Would you want a Fallout remaster? Like... Because my thing is... Do we actually want a Fallout remaster? Or do we want a new Fallout? Obviously, they'd probably put a separate studio on it. But I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just have them divert all of their energy at the new Fallout. Which, by the way... I don't think is even being worked on. I mean, there's no way to know that realistically, because they say that that Fallout 4 was started being worked on like immediately after Fallout 3, at least in the terms of like planning out the story and stuff. So they say. But you know, all hands on deck. Right now, they're getting Starfield out, and they're working on the next Elder Scrolls game, which is going to be in like 2025. We're not going to see another Fallout unless it comes out of the blue. At least in my opinion. Okay, so I think this is a good hole 1, but are we gonna mark them? I'm thinking we do some signs. Something to this effect. Just slap down one of these. And one of these. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, I like the ramshackle look of that one. You know what, actually? We should build it back a little bit so it doesn't interfere with the course. And then we should have... I was gonna do neon signs. But maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we should just do lettering. And then go to... You know, I was going to put hole 1. That's complicated. Matter of fact, check it. 1. That's... I don't know about everywhere else. At my local mini golf course, this is what the things look like. It's just a post and it just says 1. Very simple. Cool. And I picked Starlight because we have a nice big flat space and we're going to navigate around. So here's floor or hole 1. Cool. Now, decorations. I've already got the perfect idea. We go to miscellaneous. We go to household. What fits with golf, dude? Gnomes. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm saying words at this point. Gnome. And... lighting. Right? There we go. Now that looks like a hole. Hello there. Thanks for stopping in. As you can see, we are building golf. It's a new idea. I invented the sport. Alright, so that's a good hole 1. Starter, just, you know, here it is. There you go. Debating if I do a full playthrough of the whole golf course on stream or not. To be fair, I don't know if I'm going to finish the whole thing on stream. It may be a multi-stream thing. Which, by the way, I want to be streaming more. We'll see. I keep telling myself, man, but I just hate uploading 720p videos because my internet's bad. Like when I record an episode of something, I can record it in good quality because I'm recording. It doesn't require internet. It's a lengthy upload afterwards, but yeah, you know? Streaming's a whole other ballgame. Like the quality of the stream depends on your internet speed, and I'm working on it, man. My town just refuses to upgrade. One town over, they got 5 gigs down. But over here, we're capped. It's not really the download speed. I can get gigabit download, but it's the upload speed because it's not fiber optic. It's all space based satellites. Okay, hole 2. So I'm thinking, you know, we just kind of walk through this way, plop another hole down. What hole do we throw in the obligatory windmill? Do we get right at that? Do we throw that in hole 2? I want to start experimenting with ramps and stuff. Maybe we'll save the windmill for later. Oh, snapping's different. Dang it. What am I trying to do here? Snap. Snap for me. Snap. There we go. I'm really getting screwed up because Valheim Valheim has such a similar snapping system to Fallout, but it's different. The way it behaves is different, but it's similar at the same time, and it's just like, it's frustrating. Because I'm like, why aren't you working? Oh yeah. Different game. Who would have thunk? Ramps. There's a piece in here that I wonder if it would make for a proper ramp, but I don't know if it's meshed out that way. It's one of these floorboards. It like curls at the end. Yeah, that guy. Oh, that's a ramp, dude. Like, look at that. Come on, that has to work. This has to work. What mini golf game doesn't have a ramp like this? Okay, we have to go in from the side here, else I'm gonna line it up wrong. May need to clip them into each other just to really get it right. It's a little bit sketch. A little bit. That's better. It clips in at different points right there, but it looks about right on the sides. You have 100 up and down. That's fine. That's plenty. Here's the problem. I have 100 down, 10 up. That's why my upload is garbage. My internet company is just a bunch of turds. They don't understand that upload is necessary for people who want to do things like stream. Of course, people in my area don't really do that. Well, whatever. That's too much. That's fine. So, question number 1. Can a golf ball get up a ramp? Valheim, you think you mean my Viking addiction? You have no idea. I'm like half tempted to make a video about how it's overtaking my life. My buddy's telling me that I should, because like it's actually a problem. Like I am foregoing responsibilities for Valheim. It's too fun. I put off playing the game for so long and I just can't stop. It's so good. I play it for I've been staying up till 4 a.m. I've been skipping meals. I haven't eaten today. I haven't eaten today. It's so good though. If you haven't played Valheim and you have a PC and you have like, I don't know, it's like 20 bucks. Play it. You won't regret it. Okay, so we really got to give that some chutzpah. Okay. Got to give it a little oomph. Oh, it doesn't want it. It does not want to go up that. Interesting. Is it an angle thing? What if I get down here and I really just launch it? Oh yeah, that sent it. That could have been a hole in one. If there was a hole right here. Camera's this way. Stream's this way. But is Valheim fun solo? Yes. If you like survival games, Valheim is definitely fun solo. It is, but like any game, it is more fun with friends. 76, it's fine solo. But if you have friends, it's better. I feel like that's just any game that has multiplayer capability. Like Fallout 4 would be more fun with multiplayer. Like, it just would. Okay. Ramp, cool. And I think what we do is we add a barrier the same height as this one on this one, and if you launch it incorrectly and it flies out, well, sucks to be you, bro. Ramp better. Cool. I'm thinking we put the ramps down facing the other direction too, because I don't want it to get lost underneath the ramp, especially if we resort to putting with the golf club. Like, imagine trying to line that up, man. Nuh-uh. Impossible. I would want to use this ramp thing. I'm getting ideas here. Like, there are those drivable motorcycle mods, dude. We could make a racetrack, but I think somebody did that. Oh, this one snaps. Look at that. I didn't know that. I had no idea these snap together. Sick. Alright. That's a cool little obstacle. And then maybe just for some pizzazz, I like railings. Railings are fun. We need the support structures. We throw that like right here on either side. And throw a crossbeam. That looks cool. We can't walk through it. Nudge up for me, please. Oop. Bump my mouse. There we go. We can walk through that now. Alright, cool. That's looking good. Now we need stuff. Maybe over here. Check it. We'll do the Plinko dealy. Alright. Have some of these in the way. Like there. And there. And there. And there. And there. Except maybe we drop those down a good bit. Yeah, like that. They don't need to be tall. There's literally no reason for it. It's going to be hard to maneuver our golf club. Okay. And then we'll throw a hole at the end of it. Also, it's nighttime. When is the Survivor series going to continue? I knew that question was going to come up. So, there are some issues with the save still. It is not cooperating nicely. It is giving me issues to no end. And I don't want to have to can it. But if I can't fix it, there's no other option, because how do I resume without just starting a new character? Which would be a really weird, abrupt, like, cut in the series. But at this point, it's been so long that maybe that's what I should do. I don't know. On top of that, I'm, like, patiently awaiting Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 2 to come out. I thought it was going to be any time, because I was going to finish that up in that time slot, but it hasn't come out. So, I don't know. I also want to continue playing some more Quest mods. I know that Pig is going to be releasing a new Halloween dungeon soon. A little bit late for Halloween, but it'll be out soon, and that'll be a fun one to play through. I've been seeing some work in progress stuff on it, and it looks really cool. Let's make our hole. How generous should the hole be? I kind of like the size of the last one. I think, especially if we end up like throwing the ball, we can definitely hit that every time. Here, let me line this up the way I want it. Like, that's a fair depth, I'd say. And then what you do is you just kind of doot-doot and doot-doot. And then we'll throw a couple more in there to fill out the width of that. Turn off snapping, please. Give me one of these. And give me one of these. Right there. Perfect. Yeah, I definitely don't want to have to completely forego... that's the wrong word. I don't have to completely scrap the Survivor series. Like, that is not my go-to option. That's not what I want to do. But, I had made some adjustments to my load order, which, if you ever listen to me on the Discord, you're not supposed to do that mid-game. and I broke some stuff, and the save's not wanting to launch. And typically, I've been able to fix issues like that in the past, but this one has proven to be extra difficult, especially because I removed a lot of mods that were like kind of core to the Survivor series. So let's see how it goes, and it'll be back at some point. In one form or another, a survival playthrough of Fallout will be back. That much I can say for certain. The question is when and how. Alright, I think we have another good functional hole here. I don't like the amount of times I've said hole today. Alright. Alright, so slap some of that down. So it's a very apparent theme given what we're doing today in regards to this monstrosity of a golf course, that I really want to try to push the boundaries of Fallout, because I love Fallout. And I don't want my content to get stale. I don't want it to be the same thing over and over and over again. Like, don't worry, mod reviews aren't going anywhere. But, you know, bring some new things to the table. Make Fallout fresh. And this golf course is one way to do that. Just a little experiment here to see how it goes. But I mentioned this in a recent video. I don't remember which one. That I wanted to start trying to do these game overhauls for Fallout, where it's basically a mod bundle, but kind of a little bit more extensive, where we literally just turn Fallout into a different game. One that I really want to do is Borderlands, because they share a lot of similarities in like the world building and stuff. Sort of. Not exactly, but you know, post-apocalyptic survival, raiders, blah blah blah. And there's a lot of good mods that kind of emulate a Borderlands aesthetic, and there's some even like directly Borderlands mods that I think it would be possible to totally change Fallout and make it feel like it fits in the Borderlands universe, or more so Borderlands is in the Fallout universe, I guess, really. And I want to try it with other games too. There's a ton of Halo stuff, Star Wars, Warhammer, Gears of War. There's so many mods out there that completely change the way things look and function and behave, and I think it would be a cool little experiment. So, you guys just let me know what you think about that. I think it would be pretty fun. Wouldn't mind seeing a series told from different perspectives, raiders, merchant, etc. Well, that's what Survivors was supposed to be from the start. The whole bit was that I was using the mod that makes it so that when you die, you respawn as a new character. Sadly, we've only been able to experience that once when, spoiler warning, if you somehow aren't caught up on the really old series I did, when the first character died, and it switched over to the second one, we only got a few episodes in with him, and people didn't really understand what was going on, because I feel like they jumped in, maybe didn't watch the pilot where I explained how it was all going to work. And then I broke the save. So, you know, oops. But, yeah, ideally that's how it was supposed to work. Like, it was going to jump around. We started as Minutemen, then Brotherhood of Steel, and we were going to go on to Raiders, and maybe like a junkie character who's just really sporadic. It was going to be fun. We could experience like all of the different DLCs. The stories didn't have to be intertwined. We're having a zombie attack. Neat. Let me get my sign up first. Letters, large. Scroll over to hole 2. Alright, we are making progress. 2 holes down. Neat. Let's go ahead and sleep until daytime. It's already been 44 minutes. Time flies when you settlement building, I tell you. It's gonna fly even faster when I go play Valheim after this. You can emulate Borderlands with the Desert Commonwealth mod along with changing level lists to randomized gun parts. I have some other stuff in mind for that. There is... I don't want to give it away, you know? Maybe I don't want to give it away. I have ideas. for Borderlands. I think that there are a handful of mods, especially some older mods that kind of people forgot about. Some stuff that came out during launch that really emulate the Borderlands kind of gameplay loop with like rarity and variance and stuff. Foot's falling asleep. Ah! So yeah, we'll make it work. Cool. Alright. Hey, Default, I'm gonna pester you because I see you in the chat. You ever hear back on that leveled list edition for your Gunner outfit pack? There's a large section of the community who I know would really appreciate finding out if you worked on that. I forgot to sleep. Thank you. I was gonna build in the dark. Also, there's supposed to be a feral ghoul attack like coming any second. Usually when you see videos on my channel, there's a lot of post-production and editing. I cut out all of my terrible speech impediment and pauses that I do, or at least I try to. One thing you don't know about me is that my train of thought is terrible. I think the video that best showcases that would be if you've seen the one where I climbed the tower with the skewer. Like, that's just how it went. I was building, and I was like, oh, what if I did this? Oh, what if I did this? And then I had to narrate the whole thing afterwards and just kind of be like, okay, that's what I did. And it was a mess, but it was so fun. It was so fun to make and fun to watch. It's one of my only videos that I've actually, like, just rewatched over and over again because I enjoyed it so much. I never push people to watch my videos either. Like, especially friends and stuff. Like, I'm never like, hey, go watch my content. Like, most of my friends aren't even into Fallout. Like, that's a me thing. But that was one where I was like, dude, go watch this, please. Like, please go watch this. It's so, like, funny to me. It had, like, all of my sense of humor in it. I just slept until midnight again. Dude, what did I say about my train of thought? Like, I don't think. I just kind of flow. Alright, it is 1 a.m. We're gonna sleep until daytime. Did I do that last time? Have I done that twice now? I'm gonna go back and look. Okay, hole 1, great. Hole 2, ramp and plinko, dig it. Hole 3, I don't know what to do with. Okay, people that are joining in late. Okay, how does the golf course work? Well, you take a ball and you put it in the hole. I'm just kidding. We're debating on the physics. I'm debating on the physics. There's two methods that I am down. There it is. There's two methods that I am considering employing. One is the standard hold and throw. So we give it a good old push like this. You know? That's one way to do it. Look at that. Hole in one. I'm good at the game. But that might be too easy. So the other way is, thanks to Mr. Senki, we drop down our golf club. We tried the melee swing. It doesn't work, so before you ask. We rotate this guy around to a... Oh, do you think that would work? Hold on. Like that? Like, literally, we just swing it? Like that. Yeah. Anyways, no, we take the golf club and we literally just kind of, like, mash it in there. We mash it in there. There we go. That definitely increases the difficulty. But God, is it annoying? Also, whoever just said water course, you're a genius. There is a water pit over there. I just chucked my golf club 50 feet. There is that water hole in there. That could be interesting. This is the worst part of my local golf course. They have a water trap, and it just eats balls. Don't clip that. Okay. So, 2 holes done. Time for the third. I'm thinking, because of the structure of our map here, doing like a little incline here wouldn't be bad. Kind of do like a flow of a golf course, you know, where you like roll through. So we could literally start right here and kind of do like an up and then a turn. I think that would be pretty interesting. It would definitely make it so you probably can't do a hole in one, which is a good thing, I think. With real golf physics, you'd probably be able to, but Fallout. Spoiler: Fallout wasn't a golf game. Not many people know that. People assumed it was a game about the complex intricacies of golf, but it turns out it was about post-apocalyptic survival. Weird concept. I don't know why they threw that in a golf game. Like, what are you doing? Anybody who's played OG Fallout 1 and 2 knows that the golf lore lies deep. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, man. So I need a ramp situation. So there's two methods, I think. I believe that I believe it's master plan. There are ramps. I think. Floors, angled floors, yeah. So there's these, but they're really steep. Like really steep. Oh, dude, I'm the worst. You answered my question a second ago, default, and I didn't even read it. We'll work on it as soon as he's not busy, so you're telling me there's a chance. Look, I've buttered you up so many times, but the Gunner outfit pack is my favorite thing that's ever Fallouted its way into Fallout, dude. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's canon. It's my favorite thing. I don't care. It's just too good. Essentially, the player is the ball. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that's how golf games typically work, right? You just kind of like give it a force multiplier and launch it. Eventually, I want to use these in a way like you've seen the fancy golf courses, you know, where you like throw it into the thing and it goes doo 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 doo, and then you know what I'm talking about. I think these would be fun to integrate at some point. For now, though, inclines. So, two methods. I'm getting off track again. Hold on. Does this make a better golf ball? It's much larger and heavier, but it doesn't bounce as much. We'll talk. Oh. There's a brotherhood, man. Look at that. Okay, inclines. I get so sidetracked. It's awful. Inclines. I have two ideas for inclines. One is the ramp that you see next to you, which is mighty steep. I don't think it's gonna work. The other is doing like a tiered platform system in which we use the ramps that we just used and we flip them like this. And then we build platforms off of them. You feel? We slap it over there. Maybe eliminate that lip. Get that back down to a 1 movement modifier. 1, 2, I think we'll do it. Yeah, there we go. Maybe even drop it down a little bit. I think that's going to be better for us overall. Yep, I'm calling it. That's what we're doing. Sorry, a burpee. Ah, I'm dying slowly, but surely. Nudge that a little bit, and nudge that a little bit, and then I think that's better for us overall. I've said too many balls that you feel unclean. Use a scrap cannon for golf balls. And, you know, we could incorporate that. That's the final hole. You're a genius. I need to take notes because my mind will not remember things. I've got a pencil here. Water hole. Scrap cannon. I'm writing notes. I'm professional. I dropped my pencil. All right. Back to this before I start losing my mind again. Ooh. Interesting. Miscellaneous, we need the floorboards. Okay, so yeah, scrap cannon, 18th hole. You know, should we do an 18-hole course? Maybe it'll be a 9-hole course. Like, these have a snap now. Yeah, nice. So we do some of that over there. And some of this over here. Get rid of that Z fighting. Beautiful. You wonder what I could use to make the staple mini golf windmill? I'll show you. This is family friendly. I'm not gonna say the no words. I almost did. I know that you can like do it in videos just fine. I don't know what YouTube's policies on streaming because like I'm pretty new to the YouTube side of streaming. Usually I used to stream on Twitch, so you know, I'm sure I can say the fuck word here and there, but you know. Just being safe, I guess. What am I looking for? Windmill. Windmill. I have many windmills. My go-to, I believe, would be over here. Yeah. That's a big boy, though. And it has a thing right in the middle. I think CVC has one. I think CVC has a smaller, more practical one for this. Power. Donde está? Team resources. Power. There's windmills. The problem with these windmills, as you can see, they don't have holes. And you know a golf course needs holes. Conveyor belts. Dude, stop giving me such good ideas. This is why I wanted to stream. I knew that you guys are smarter than me. Conveyor belt. God, I love you guys. You're all genius. No swearing, this is a PG Christian game. You're right, I'm so sorry. Damn it. Fuck. Ah. Okay, so surely there's another windmill that has holes for me. Yo, could we use this, though? Look at that. Look at, have you seen this thing? Look at what it does. God, I bet the golf ball would hate the physics of that. There's only one way to find out. Can I shove stuff into it? Oh! That's cool. Look at it. We could totally incorporate this and somehow in possibly maybe. Look at it go. So theoretically, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it was not happy about being there. So hypothetically, if we golfed into it in this direction, it would have to flow through it. I think that's a cool obstacle. Writing more things down. What are those called? Water mills? Yeah. Thanks. Glad you enjoyed the weapon mods. The skewer. It's really the only one I've made. I've got that combat rifle overhaul too, but you know, slowly but surely. The next. You know what? Since you guys decided to hop on stream and bless me with your presence, I'll give you a little sneak peek. The next mod is going to be the fix for that god-awful assault rifle in Vanilla Fallout 4. Which, by the way, if you've used my combat rifle overhaul fix, not even the same. The combat rifle was just some minor tweaks to fix really small discrepancies. Then the new assault rifle replacer is literally going to be a new gun. Like, I hate the old one. It's fine aesthetically, like it's fine. But I want to make two versions. I'm going to make a full arm replacer and one that you can use side by side, so you could have both. Both. Options, you know? Options are good. Okay, back to golf. The core of what Fallout's about here. You guys keep distracting me with your weapons and apocalypse. Like, we're here for golf. What am I looking for? Foundations. Stone foundations. Stone foundations. There we go. Something like that. So we'll do a little up and over situation. You got to get up the lip without flying off the map, and then you got to come this direction. And then we'll have some more obstacles up here. And what I'm thinking is we do some banks. We do some banks on it. All right. Rails. What have we been using for rails? Wall planks. These guys, right? Is there a longer one? Maybe that's better. And so you see, we'll do one like here. Scooch it. Scooch it. And then down. Oops. Nope, nope. Oh. Didn't go that far, that's fine. Smashing the keys. God, this is gonna end up being really long. That's why I prefer settlement builds on streams. Like, when I tried to do, settlement builds way back when, I don't know how many of you guys have even been around for that. I would record in like 20 minutes and nothing would get done. Like, settlement building just takes time, you know? An effort. Whatever. Forgot to put stairs on this guy. Hope the music's not too loud. I have it turned way down. Hope it's not too quiet either. It's impossible for me to tell on my end. We have super chats? Thanks, Bora, for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. You do not have to do that. I didn't know that we had that. I thought you had to enable that. Sick. Cool. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Oh, whoever a pig. God, I'm so. You guys have too many usernames. You know that? I get so mixed up all the time with you mod authors. Pig. Institute lasers are bad. I'm working on. I got another one. I've got another mod. I have so many. Like, I knew mods would take a while. When you're trying to balance a full plate, it just takes so much time to produce them, man. Like, so much respect for mod authors. It's ridiculous. Especially like higher quality mods that are much better than mine. That take like so much work and effort and like figuring out. Like, I'm still new to this. Like, don't get me wrong. So I haven't gotten a lot of the intricacies and like proper workflow and stuff that makes things quicker. But like, I feel like most of the time was me just bumbling around in the CK. It's my first one, so it's gonna happen, you know. But seeing some of the stuff you guys do is just like, it's insane. I don't even know where to begin. Stuff like JK Ruse was trying to figure. Maybe I shouldn't talk about that. His mod's not out yet. I don't want to spoil anything. There are mods in development that are doing really cool things, and I just don't even know how to do them. Sure, it's stuff I'm going to learn eventually, but, you know. If anybody's out there that is interested in, like, modding and has a PC and has a copy of Fallout on PC, go try it. Like, and I mean it, because something that I think is really important, I'm going to get all sappy and dumb, is learning. I never really talked about it on channel, but I suppose I can now because I'm not doing it anymore. I used to work in education. I would teach kids in pretty bad positions, and I really started to value learning. Like, everybody hates school, and like, I hated working for schools. I hated it. But it had everything to do with like politics and education and like the inner workings of like my bosses and stuff. That has nothing to do with education itself. When it comes to actual learning, I find it so important. And being able to learn again, something that I'm interested in, that's another thing too, is like, learning sucks if you're not interested in what you're learning. But modding, I'm finally learning again, and like figuring things out and having those aha moments are so rewarding. And like, I see people get on sometimes and they really just want answers. And I can be a culprit of that as well, where it's like, yo, somebody tell me how to do this exact thing. Just tell me how to do it. And that doesn't do anything for you. Like, going into the CK and just messing around. Like, there are times where I get roadblocks and I have to ask for help. But the times where I haven't, the times where I've just worked and worked until I finally figured something out, are so gratifying. And like, the people who were making mods before the CK was even available, where they were just really getting in there, and like, I think we actually had fully functional weapon mods before the CK, and it was just like, dude, props. That's so cool. Like, how did you do that? Yeah, some bottom line, if you're at all interested in learning modding, do it. More modders, the better. More minds working and collaborating and finding new solutions to problems is always a good thing. Always a good thing. The more we can improve these games in their life cycle, the better. It's like, I love Fallout. I love Skyrim. I love Bethesda games. Like, as much as we love in this community to crap on Bethesda, I love their games. And I want them to have a lifespan because Bethesda games don't come out often. They're, you know, it's not a Call of Duty. It doesn't come out every year. Unless it's a Skyrim re-release. And so, like, so having a life cycle after the game is out is so nice, and the fact that they even allow us to do it with the CK is fantastic. Like, it makes it one of the most moddable games, alongside things like Gmod and other things. And it's fun. Like, making mods is fun. Like, that skewer thing, I'm really glad I'm able to share it with you guys. But bottom line, like, I kind of made it for me. Like, not in a selfish way, but like, I wanted to see if I could do it, and it was a weapon that functionally I wanted in Fallout. I wasn't a fan of the harpoon gun in Far Harbor, plus it's locked to Far Harbor enemies and spawns. And the skewer, like, is just my little love child, and I love it. As you should. You should be proud of your work. Wall planks, that's what we're looking for. So yeah, bottom line, go try modding, if you haven't. It's fun. Start with simple stuff. Don't come into it expecting to, like, make the most expansive quest mod you've ever seen for the first time. Like, modding is hard. Like, you know, more experienced mod authors will probably tell you otherwise, but it is difficult. I've seen some of the stuff like people work on, and it's just so complicated. Like, that's why the very first thing I started with was just simple attachments, and then I realized, okay, I can make a weapon with some bugs and some features that are missing because I didn't know what I was doing, but, you know. Any chance you'll make the assault rifle similar to the MG08? No. Not a chance. Reason being because I have a weapon mod, or a weapon design already. It is an experimental MG from the 60s, 1969, and that is the MG69. Nice. There's a dude who made a lot of experimental weapon designs. Like, there's that guy in Russia that everybody knows about, but there was one in the US as well who made a bunch of experimental weapons. And a lot of times they were just kit bash retro weapons, or he would take something and just put wood furniture on it and be like, look, it's mine. And everything he's ever made is so, like, it has Fallout aesthetic. I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, or I'd tell you. So you could go look him up, but he's got some cool stuff. I think he's passed by now. He's an older dude, but you know, you are right about that, Default. The amount of times, like, lately, my sleep schedule's been so screwed up because, 1, Valheim, 2, modding. Like, it just takes so much time. So much time. Okay. So we've got the base. I spent too much time talking and not working on the stupid golf course. We've got our base for our next hole. We're going to go up and then curve. What is going to be our obstacle? Is this where we put the windmill? I closed out the menu. Good thing we have faster workshop mod. Which mod adds the proper windmill? I know I've got one somewhere. There's Woody's Wasteland stuff, but it had a hole or a thing in the middle. Maybe that's a good obstacle. It's a good obstacle. Check it. You know why? Because it is. Because I said so. We take that bad boy right there. We slap it down on the ground. We slap it down. Slap it down on the ground. It already moves. We shrink it. We shrink it. We use place anywhere to move it. Right there. That actually adds a kind of a cool obstacle because when you're coming at it, you can't go straight down the middle into the hole. You're going to have to go around it. Unless you get like a nice shot like this. Like where you go like through the deal. the twanks right here, whatever this is. Or you could go around the sides. There's like a bunch of pillars in the way. That's actually pretty neat. Telling you. So late. You're late? How many holes have we done far? Tell you what, we'll finish this hole and we'll do a run through of all 3. There's 3 so far, but we can take a look at them really quick, just for you. Popping in, gracing me with your presence. Here's an idea. This achieves nothing. Never mind. I was going to do something stupid. We should use these for a future Plinko. These pipes right here, that's a good size for Plinko. Okay, so bank shot off of there. Bang, bang. Into that. I feel like we need something right here. I just don't know what that something is. I have an idea. It's kind of crazy. But I'm kind of crazy, so I think it works. Floorboard. Scroll. Ramp boy. And then the best feature of all of Fallout right here. You ready for this? Shrink it. Maybe like that. I'm gonna shrink it one more time. Right? And we'll line this up with this one so that we can get the correct sizing on it. Apologies if I'm not checking comments super often. Are the settlement mods here basically the same as my load order? Yes, my load order doesn't change much. I'm actually going to do an updated load order at some point. Because things are starting to change slightly, but settlement mods is not something that's ever really changed. Anything that's been added is stuff that I've covered on the channel, like Woody's Wasteland Workshop is probably the newest addition, which adds things like this here windmill. But yeah, it's mostly the same. I'm gonna do something, and apologies for doing it on stream, but this is bothering the heck out of me, this sky staircase. It's not very golf, you know what I mean? We used this when we used to record at Starlight. This was the where I had show off reload animations with a clear background. I thought I fell. I was kind of having a heart attack. Speaking of heart attacks, dude, I haven't saved in so long, and that is a serious failure as a Fallout content creator. What am I doing? Let's just hope collision works out. Yeah, me too, man. Oh, I didn't test the collision on the windmill. Also, this is taking way too long to save. Oh, we're good. Okay, so we do have some testing to do. Testing is important. Where are we here? Okay, that's it. Beep boop. Alright. So yeah, let's see collision. Let's take a quick little snappy to progress time a little bit here. And then we'll take a look. Give it a not 24. Oh no, I get yelled at for that one. Everyone needs mini golf. Yes, true. Maybe I should start making my own mods. Ways, weapons I want to see in the game. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. You know, we get a lot of repeats of mods. I know that when it comes to mods that I make in future, I want to try to just do unique stuff that we haven't seen. And yeah, that's my biggest goal. Like, more variety, you know? Like, as much as I'd love to give my take on an M4, I think we've got plenty. Update on the Survivor series. I actually did do that earlier in the stream. Somebody asked. So when this goes up as a VOD, maybe check it out because I talked about it for a good bit. Essentially, working on it. It's struggling. Got a bunch of ghoulies over here. Being turds. No more ghouls. What else we got? You can just type set game hour. I know. I forgot. I only do it every time I record. But I did forget. It happens. Okay. Collision. Decisions, collisions. And then we'll show off the first 3 courses for people who are just not coming in, because I see that you guys are dropping in and out a lot. Where'd the golf ball go? What'd the ball doing? Alright. Lost 1 to the ether. That's why we brought 20. It collides. Huh. Sweet. This is too cool. Just gotta push the boundaries of Fallout, man. Okay. So yeah, for people who are just joining in, hole 1. Very introductory course. Shoot it straight down the middle. If you screw up, you might hit the bumpers. Don't do that, though. Hole 2. Rampy poo. You know, testing elevation here. Into Plinko. Into hole. Which, by the way, we forgot something. Forgot to do the little catcher. No snappy for me. And then just nudge that down. Perfect. And a third hole, up, old right, to windmill, to hole, which also needs a catcher. It is noon. Wow. Time be flying. I woke up super late today. How do I know it's noon? It's not clocks. My town has an old school bomb siren that we ring every time it's noon. So there you go. Whenever we have people in from out of town and they've never heard it before, like for us it's just normal. Like, oh, it's noon. Siren goes, the 50s nuke siren. But for people who come in from out of town or out of country, they freak out. They absolutely freak. And it's awesome. Because you know. For those of you who have a ton of hours in Fallout 4, what do you do to continue enjoying the game? Well, I make videos. For me, Fallout comes in waves. I don't play it all the time. I play it all the time because I'm making videos, but that's different. When it comes to actually playing in my free time, like, I don't just sit and play nonstop. Like, it comes in waves. Like, oh, I feel like playing Fallout. I play it for like a month, and then I stop playing, and then that's it. Michael Kennedy, thank you for the subscription. I know a guy named Michael Kennedy. That's weird. I wonder if it's the same one. Doubt it. But cool. Yeah, so what was I saying? Fallout, fun. Keeping fun in Fallout. Find new things. For me, I am so big on survival building games, and the fact that they added settlement building to Fallout, which Easy Fallout just said, settlement building keeps me busy, man. I love settlement building. I love building in any games, man. Like when I was younger, Minecraft, moving on to better things like Valheim, the Forest, like things where I can just let my creativity flow down. And then throw in the fact that it's a survival shooter where I can punch windmills. Excellent. I said we make a 4th hole, and then we call it at a halfway point, and we'll pick up this stream either in the future, or I'll do a Let's Build episode in higher quality. We shall see. One more hole, though. I want to do something. One more. Yeah, it depends on what you like. Really, like if you're wanting to increase your Fallout longevity. Like what are your favorite parts about Fallout? You know, do you enjoy questing? Do you enjoy just shooting stuff? Do you enjoy the settlement building? For me, settlement building is great and helps really pass time, as we've already been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes and we only have 3 holes done. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little design with the floors here to show what I'm trying to achieve. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Oh, that's what I was looking for earlier for the railings, was gap fillers. Well, they're here now. Get ready for the maze hole. Okay. I don't really know where to go from there. Grab me 2 of these for future use. Yeah, I keep getting distracted. Staying interested in Fallout is hard. It really is. You know, when you play the same game over and over again, trying new load orders is a good way to do it. Experiment. Go check out this guy on YouTube, Degenerate Deck. He's got mod bundles where you can try out new builds. You just watched the Catabost review, the skewer. I didn't know he did one. I'll have to check that out. That's cool. Yay! I'm on YouTube. Mom, I did it. I'll have to check that out after this. That's super cool. Let me see. Maze one's gonna be fun. What's up, Gaddison? Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, shameless plug for my own channel. Yeah, you try out different load orders is a fun way to stay interested. Find new ways to play the game. And take breaks, I think, is a big, important step. Take breaks from the game. Like, if you're not feeling like playing it, don't play it. That's what I do. Like, aside from filming for YouTube, like, playing on my own time, I stop playing the game. I go, okay, take a little sit back here. And play some other stuff, and then eventually I'll get the urge, like, oh, you know, I want to play some Fallout. And, like, playing games when you want to is the way to play. Like, don't feel like you have to play a game. If it begins to feel like a chore, like, it's not what it's about. That's not what games are for, you know? As soon as a game feels like a chore, I stop playing it. Tarkov. That beautiful game. How do I get this angle here? Like that? Like that? Like that? Scooch this guy over. Did my music stop? We can't... No, we can't have that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Stopping my music. Oh, man. Okay. Address something. Really quick. Hey. You better stop it with that Raid Shadow Legends talk. I will only take sponsors that I actually endorse. And play. Like, I've never played Raid Shadow Legends, so I can't endorse it because I don't know anything about it. That being said, if Raycon hit me up, I actually am a user of Raycons. This is not a sponsor. This is not an ad, but I do love them. Like, that's not even an ad or no shill. There's none of that. I do genuinely use that product. And if I was ever approached by that, that's one sponsor I could wholeheartedly take on because I do use the product, I do stand by it, and I do encourage people to use it without being paid. So, yeah. But also, at the same time, I'm sure there's other good headphones, because right now, I'm not sponsored, so I can say that. I just like having wireless earbuds. It doesn't matter what they are. Like, well, I'm actually plugged in right now, but these are wireless if I'm not charging them. Having the mobility and audio is nice. So, you heard it here first. I'm a Raycon shill. You don't know anything about Raid? Your $2,000 wouldn't refresh your memory? Nope. That can't be bought. Unless it's a lot. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, like, I actually got approached by a mobile game. And I turned it down. because I wasn't about it. Like I don't play the thing. I don't know. Like they gave me the script and it's just like, no, sorry. Like sponsors may appear in videos in the future, but only if I genuinely support the product. Throw in some little bumpers here. They do this in golf, right? They, at the very least, they do this in golf video games. I don't know if they do this in real golf courses. Mini golf courses, because, you know, not the same. Because mini golf is actually fun. Regular golf seems like a punishment more than a sport. Hot take. Spoiler, I don't like golf. Mini golf, though, badass. I feel like I got off track. We were talking about something. I don't remember what it was. Okay. I feel like we need more obstacles than that. Like, this is just, oh, more strokes because you have to maneuver through the thingy. So maybe we take, maybe we do some bumpers. Not bumpers. You don't know how to ping? Star Talker. What's up, man? Star Taker? I've never had to say it out loud. That's my problem with usernames. And it comes up so much in YouTube, like, what am I looking for? Like, I've only ever read them, you know, you never hear the name, so it's just like, I'm gonna do my best here. What was I looking for? Miscellaneous. What the hell is this? Wrong category. Miscellaneous. Patchwork. Floor. Give me the ramp. I'm gonna overuse the crap out of these ramps. This one's gonna be different though. Like it's gonna be like once you progress you can't get back kind of thing. Right? So like it's got a little lip here. So it's just like you get over the next area and it's not gonna send you back even if you really screw up. It'll get caught on the lip. Stop super chatting. Nah, just kidding. I didn't know we had that as a feature. But I appreciate it, Pig. Thank you so much. You're wholesome. We need to chat on Discord again. I saw you in there the other day, and I wanted to come hang out with you, but I was busy at the time with some of my friendos. I was literally like about to click the join button on the voice channel, and my buddy was like, "Hey, you're supposed to come hang out with me," and I was like, "Oh yeah, shoot." By the way, shameless plug again. If you're not in our Discord and you're on PC and you want to come hang out, chat with me, and chat with other really cool people and mod authors in the community, they should be linked in the description. Not a force. I don't get anything out of it, but we have a nice little community over there. And lots of people who like Fallout modding and can help you with problems and help you get into Fallout modding, like making mods, not just playing them. Not that they'll do the work for you, but they can at least guide you in the right direction and give you tips. Like they did for me, because they are some wonderful, wonderful people out there. As well as just cool guys to talk to and hang out with. I hop in there occasionally too in the voice chat, so if you ever want to hang out, chat around, sometimes I'm in there. Alright, that looks pretty cool. Sorry, squirrel. Yeah, Discord, fun place. Cool stuff. You could be joining right now and I have no idea because OBS tells me I'm not allowed to. That. Also, Pig, I wanted to play Test Your Mod, but I've been so packed with work and Valheim. I am very ashamed to admit that. Like, it's taken over my life, dude. It's a problem. Like, a serious problem. Like, I need to seek help about it. I like, the reason I streamed today is because I knew that I couldn't get away from it. You know? Like, if I'm streaming, I can't play Valheim, so... Unless I stream Valheim. Which I've considered. Yeah, that being said, Pig. I was talking about it when the stream first started. I don't know if you were around for that, but I was plugging your quest mod a little bit. I really want to see it when it's done, and I want to play it. I want to play the crap out of it and put it on the channel. J.K. Roos has been helpful testing stuff for you. Yeah, he's great. He's just so awesome, dude. He's so helpful. Like, one of the most helpful people I've met in this community. Helps with mods. He straight up just makes things for people. Don't ask him to make you stuff, people. Because he's too generous. He's helped me so much with the skewer. Like, big props to J.K. Roos. And play testing and everything. Like, super awesome. And he just knows his stuff. Makes everything from scratch. I really appreciate his work. And he's got a new weapon mod coming out that's going to be really sick. And I'm super excited for it. Definitely like a super unique concept. I don't know what to add here. I think lights. I think lights would be nice. Let's see. I think some lights here would be good. And then we may call the stream here in a second because I need to eat food. Yeah. I haven't eaten today and I'm starving. It's weird like how many of the decorations already existing in Fallout like work for mini golf. It's really kind of weird. Like these lamps are like really cool lighting sources for this. I feel like they take up the space perfectly. Nudge that one up and this one down. So yeah, this one's just curvature, ramps. Really making you take multiple strokes, but maybe if you could get the right bank shot off, like, you know? Maybe it'd work. Time to play J.K. Roos try with gunner requests. I don't think he makes armors, so, Oh, but weapons. Default, you know that you can ask me for that, because you already got a skewer. And I want to make more gunner guns. I'm really sad. I guess there's a texture bug with defaults with your skewer version that I made. I noticed it when I was testing it too, but like it'll show up purple and then when you travel it turns normal. And I can't figure that one out. All right. I forgot this is going to go up as a post thing and it's not just a stream, so this is going to be really weird to watch probably after the fact. Whatever. If you want to see the build, you can see the build. Oh, we didn't add the ball catcher. Ball catcher. Literally doesn't matter what it is. It just needs to be something. Turn off snapping, and we will just right there. That should work. Let's nudge this over a little bit, I think. Yeah, like that. And then nudge that down one, like that. And that should work. I thought that maybe we could make a whole 9-hole course here. In one stream. We're now an hour and a half in, and we've got 4 holes. I suppose I could make the whole thing if we were doing a 3-hour stream, but that is not the plan for today, sadly. Sorry. Maybe in the future when my upload speed is better and I can make higher quality streams, but for now, we'll call it here. It has been fun hanging out with you guys as always. Oh, you put together a teaser? You're up too late watching horror. Blah, 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 blah. You posted it in the work update. Work in progress. Cool. Yeah. Oh, we didn't put hole markers. Let's do that really quick for consistency's sake before we hop off here. Yeah, I plugged the Discord earlier, but Pig just made a good point. We actually have a section where authors can post updates on the mods they're working on before they come out. That's a really cool place to go look at stuff that is in the works. Because people, you know, there's times where people are like, oh, the modding scene's dry right now, and like there's no mods coming out. And it's like, no. The mods are just being worked on. You can go over there, get hyped up, get excited for them. There's a couple other Discords that do the same thing. Signs. We need this one. We need to grab that. We need to go to large, and we need to grab a number 3 and 4. Go ahead and place the 4 down over there, just so I don't have to come back to this menu and scroll. Just place it in the sky for a second there, and then back to wood. Structures, that, and that. And then we'll just kind of throw this down, like right here, I think. Yeah, we'll just put a regular one. What am I doing? Why am I making it complicated? Put it right there. There we go, 4th hole. A little cramped, but you know, We're going to go like this, into that, into that. And I'm thinking right here, we'll turn and have a water course. Or maybe we'll keep going around. Maybe we'll go like over here. Because we need 9 holes. So it'll be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goes through the water. And then 9, we do the cannon blast off into the tower with the scrap cannon. You shoot your ball into there, press the button, launches, try to get it in the window. Extra points, extra tickets to be redeemed at the whatever. Yeah. All right. Cool. This is a good place to start. I'm happy with it. I like that we got a functioning windmill. It looks super cool. Somebody just asked a question though that I do want to answer really quick before we move on. How long did it take you to make your mod? I started making a model of a gun from an old game and I wanted something for comparison. It's a good question, and I will tell you as soon as my game finishes saving. I actually wanted to do the exact same thing myself and see how long it took me to make the skewer. There were definitely times where I stopped working on it, and so that prolonged it for sure. But there's actually a really easy way to tell because I documented the skewer on YouTube. So I open up another tab here, and I go to my channel, and go to videos, and scroll down. The final video where I released the skewer was 2 days ago on November 1st. The skewer debut was 4 weeks ago. Oh, I made that quicker than I thought. I made it in 4 weeks. Here's your answer. You want more survivors? We talked about it in the stream. This will go up as a VOD when the stream ends right now. And you can hear my response to that. It's coming slowly. There's a bunch of issues with the save file, and I'd rather not have to start over. So I'm trying to get it working again. Oh, you just said, yo, let's go. I didn't miss the stream. We're ending right now. I'm so sorry. That is a tragedy. But it's going to go right back up on YouTube, so you can watch the whole thing. In terrible 720p because my upload is awful. We talked about it in the beginning. Yeah, in future, I do want to be streaming for longer, when things are more planned out. This was kind of an impromptu surprise. Yay. Yeah, I didn't realize how quick I made the skewer. I thought I worked on it for like 2 months. The attachment pack, however, that's going to take like a year. So stay tuned for that. But yeah. Oh, man. I need to get off this chair. I need to go eat some food. I appreciate all of you guys who came and hung out for a little while. It has been a ton of fun. I like building this golf course. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to make a video where we actually play through it. And it'll be good. 720p isn't awful. You watch at 480. The difference is you probably watch a 1080p video at 480. It's still not, like, optimal. But whenever you're streaming at 720, it gets kind of gross. Things just get fuzzy and... I'm a perfectionist. I want my content to be the best that it can be, and right now my upload speed does not allow that in terms of streaming. So, it is what it is. That's why I prefer recording. It's why I stopped streaming for so long, but I really enjoy streaming. I like being able to talk to you guys and interacting with the community. But my internet, I'm working on upgrading it. It's just, in my area, it's a hard thing to do. We don't have readily available fiber optic cables because my town refuses to put them in. All right, final words of goodbye. I'm bad at goodbyes. I do this with my friends as well. We say bye, and then like 3 hours later, we finally get out of the Discord. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're watching this again on YouTube after the fact, stay tuned. See if a stream ever pops up. Otherwise, they'll always be on YouTube afterwards, as long as I don't get copyright strikes for my music, even though I'm using royalty-free music, which is what happened last time. Used royalty-free music and I got a copyright warning, so thanks, YouTube. You're killing it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.